Today, I want to remind us why we're here. Why are we doing this FitnesSing thing? Because we often think of fitness and we think of we got to move our body, we want to eat better, we want to maybe lose weight, be more flexible, but we often don't think about our voice as being a part of that overall total health. And so I just want to remind you and remind us that our voice is a part of our whole body. So if you are a speaker, a public speaker, or even a teacher, you're speaking all the time using your voice. Those of you who sing professionally in the shower, and just for those of us who are just talking regularly every day, we need to know how to take care of our voice so that our voice stays healthy long term, so that when we are 120 years old, we can still be heard clearly. The voice is supple. So that's why I'm combining fitness with singing. And fitness is a great way to bring blood flow to the voice, which helps with just the way the voice flows out of the body. There's so much going on around us right now. Two, big, huge things in the world: the virus and the social uprising, with all the stuff that's just overdue. So a lot of us are kind of feeling like stuff is just, it's catapulting in our throat. So today I want to make sure that we have an opportunity to just release our breath, be thankful that we have breath, and use our breath to create beauty. So as we are, if you haven't already stood up, if you could stand up, also make sure that you have a little water. If you have something like I have a few little weights and things, like if you have some dumbbells, like lightweight dumbbells, you can bring those, or you can use water bottles. If you want to take your workout up a notch and burn a few extra calories. But let's just start with some really still focus on our breath. So the first thing I want you to do is just stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. I'll go to the side camera here so that you can see my feet. Daniel, can you give me the side view, please? Thank you so much. All right, so you see my feet. They're like shoulder width apart. Now, when you're standing for singing, you may find it's more comfortable to have one foot slightly in front of the other, and that is okay. And then you want your knees to be slightly bent, just so that, almost like if you're playing tennis, you want to be ready to move, right? And your hips are going to be in line with your shoulders. So watch this. I'm just fixing my phone so I can see. Whoa. Let's try that again. All right. So my hips, I don't want my hips stuck this way. I don't want them under this way. I want hips in line with shoulders, right? And so some of us have a natural stance where our hip bones, where our pelvis is tilted this way or this way. And so we might need to make little adjustments. So I'm going to get a little closer so you can see how if I adjust, like for me, I kind of stand, I have a sway back a little bit. So I just tilt. I bring my navel in toward my belly, but I'm not sucking my belly in. I'm just doing a tilt. So I tilt, and already when I do that tilt, I feel like I can take a deeper breath. So hips, shoulders, then have your ears in alignment with your shoulders. So we've got ears, shoulders, and hips nice and aligned. And then I want you to feel like you're growing from your belly button, right? So there's a lift that's going to happen. It's not this, it's from here. And just that idea of lifting, stretching the accordion of the spine, you should start to feel length in your spine, length in your body, like you can take a deeper breath. And then we want to just make sure that our chin is parallel with the floor. So chin not up, chin not tucked down this way, but just parallel with the floor so that the larynx has the freedom to move in the way that it wants to move. And now, I want you to just become aware of how you're breathing. Are you breathing in your abdomen? Do you feel like your abdomen is moving when you breathe? Do you feel like your shoulders are moving? Is your rib cage moving? How much is it moving? What else is moving or not moving? Are your fingertips moving? Do you feel tension in your body in any particular place? So just do a quick scan. You're scanning throughout your body, kind of like an MRI, right? We're going to do an MRI of our whole body. And just breathe naturally. Take about 5 breaths here. And when you've done that, you've made your observations, can you throw your observations into the chat room for me?
I don't know what I'm doing.
I love that. Okay, so let's see. We want to know what we're doing. Who said that? Was that Nikki? Uh-oh.
Hi.
Hi. Was that you that said I don't know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's adjust so that you know. We want to all know what we're doing. So did you just join us?
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. All right, so Nikki and all, we are just getting our bodies still and quiet so we can listen to how we are breathing. Right, so our feet are shoulder width apart. Thank you for that view, Daniel. Feet shoulder width apart, knees just slightly bent loose, hips in alignment with shoulders, shoulders in alignment with ears, chin parallel to the floor. And you want to feel as if you're elongating from your belly button up. So there's an erect stance, but it's not like military stance, right? You grow from your belly button, and you should feel your spine lengthen. You should feel like, oh, wow, I can breathe a little bit more deeply. And so for those of you who just came in, we're taking about 5 natural breaths. And I want you to just kind of scan your whole body, really, really, really be tuned into your body and say, what does it feel like when I'm breathing? What's moving? How is it moving? What's tense? Where is it tense, right? So make those observations. When you make those observations, throw them in the chat room because I want to address things that might come up in your body. I want to help you if there's something tight. I want to help you release it. All right, so I am going to, I don't see anything in the chat room yet. And if I don't see any comments, then we'll just keep moving. All right, so a singer's breath. Oh, I see something popping up. Let's see what we've got. My chest and shoulders are, okay, all right. So you probably aren't the only one with the feeling of tension in shoulders and chest. So while we're here in this position, let's do some shoulder rolls, very slowly. About 6 in one direction. You might hear some popping. If it feels super tight, just go really slowly or hold in that place and then continue through your cycle. And now opposite direction. When you get to 6, sometimes we have to separate each of our body parts from the other, right? So in various practices of movement, you have the opportunity to isolate. So sometimes we need to isolate to help release tension. So now we are going to do single shoulder rolls, all right? So 3 on each side in one direction and 3 on each side in the other direction. I'm switching directions now. I'm being very intentional to draw a circle with my shoulder. I feel the heat, the energy really come into my shoulders. That feels good. Now I want to kind of release it. I don't want to feel like it's getting tight. I want to release that energy so it starts to flow to the rest of my arms. Now, for the neck, which is connected, all of your muscles here they're all connected. So we're going to tilt ear to shoulder and feel the stretch here. and hold. Observe your breathing while you're doing this. Ear to other shoulder and hold. You might find that one side is more tense than the other. My dominant side tends to be, in my shoulders, tends to be more tense, more tight. And then when you're ready, you're going to tilt chin up. So lifting the chin up as opposed to pulling the head back. Lifting the chin up. Holding and breathing. Holding the posture, but breathing. The body is still moving. And then we're going to tilt chin to chest. Not head down, but chin to chest. And feel the stretch here. I love this stretch in particular. And just, move your body in a way where you feel like, oh yeah, I'm finding these places of tension and starting to move the tension out of my body. Great. Now for that chest kind of tension, we're going to open up our arms wide. Fingertips are going to the walls, right? So you're touching the walls with your fingertips. And if you can, keep your shoulders down so that we're not like this. And when you feel the heat come into your biceps and your triceps, just stay there. I'm moving my fingers so that I keep myself from holding tension, right? I want to feel the stretch. I want to feel that muscle getting energized, but I don't want to hold. All right? Now, as we are in this position, we're going to start to bend, soften our elbows. So at first my elbows were straight. Now I'm going to soften them, and I'm going to bring my shoulder blades together slowly as much as I can. And I'm lifting my chin to open my chest. Breathe there. And if you feel like you need to release, if your shoulders get tired, release and go back into it very lyrically. Pulling those shoulder blades together. And while those shoulder blades are together, breathe deeply. All right, now I'm going to release because my shoulders say they're ready to be released. And one other thing that we can do, this is all about breath awareness. We're going to take deep breaths in. I like to do a little bend. So inhale. And exhale, one shh. Inhale. And shh. Last one. Really feel this breath. Love this breath. And shh. You're going to shake, 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 shake. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, baby. All right. Now, I hope that helped to release some of the tension that, let's see, Ashley, that you said you were feeling. Thank you for putting that in the chat room. All right. So now we're kind of in our body. So let's just do a few little things to get that heart rate up and burn a few calories. All right. So we're going to do some jumping jacks, and we're going to go at our own pace. Let's do 20 jumping jacks. We're going to do 3 sets. Ready and go. Stay light on your toes if you can. You can take a deep breath in between. And then when you're ready for set 2, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 7. I love the way it feels when you move our body. Now you do the last set. Ready? At your own pace though. And go. I'm checking you out. Look at those moving bodies. Wonderful, wonderful. I love it, I love it, I love it. Very good, everyone. So, we were just thinking about how we're breathing. When we inhale for singing, we want to feel this expansion all the way around. And then when we release, I want you to think of the breath for inhaling and exhaling. It's all really one motion, right? So we inhale to exhale, inhale to exhale. And if you think of that, we will not have the tendency to hold the breath. So I don't know if you've ever done this, but I know many singers, including myself, I've done this before. I go, okay, now I'm going to sing. And I take a breath, and then I sit. And then I sing. But that's like starting the car, putting on the brake, and then deciding you're going to put the gas on while you have the brake on. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep everything moving forward. So here's our first exercise. Song. I'm saying song. Song. And when you do this, that's your opportunity to get the breath moving. And so you're inhaling you inhale into the release of this and song. All right, here we go. And inhale, song. 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 Keep the breath moving forward. Song. 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 So just reminding you of the points we're thinking about. When you inhale, you should feel the expansion. So I feel like I breathe and my back expands, sides expand, this expands, but I'm keeping my shoulders quiet. And I inhale right into the exhale of the all right? And here we go, going back up. So ready, inhale, song. 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 So if you notice at the end, I'm actually singing through the NG. So song. It's a great way to bring resonance into your sound. So resonance is how the voice gets its maximum power to carry over instruments. So it's the thing that opera singers use to sing on top of an orchestra with no sound reinforcement, no electronic sound reinforcement, right? So song. 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 All right. Any feedback you want to give me on something that worked well or something that you felt like, oh, this is a little bit challenging? You can throw it in the chat or raise your hand. Yes, Ashley, I'm going to unmute you. Oh, good. You unmuted.
Where should we be breathing from?
Oh, okay. Great question. Where should we breathe from? So, let's see. I'm going to see if I can get close here. So for me, watch my shoulders. I'm going to take a good singer's breath. So you can see that my shoulders aren't moving very much. So where is the action happening? It's happening here, here. But for me, I have a very short rib cage, and that's why I'm a soprano, a super high soprano, because I have a short rib cage. It's like a little violin. Okay, so this right here is the bottom of my rib cage. And when I put my hands there, you can find the bottom of your rib cage. Put your hands there. And I want you to sip through a straw, like. And when you inhale like that, it should help you tune in and feel in your hands how that rib cage is opening. All right, so Ashley, give me a thumbs up if you feel that. Good. Now, that's just part of it, right? So that's just the inhale. When we exhale, ideally, the method that I teach is the apagio technique of breathing, which is a leaning into your breath foundation. And so when I inhale, my concept for breath support is that when I exhale, I don't want my rib cage to go immediately back to resting position. I don't want my diaphragm to come back up. I want everything to stay. So when we inhale, the diaphragm gets pushed down and it makes space for all of that air that we just took in. And we want everything to go back to resting state as slowly as possible, but without tension. So that's the thing that's challenging, right? Like, so how do I hold this breath? How do I keep this breath here and not use it all and keep things open? So it's a delicate balance and something that takes a long time to really finesse and master. But at least if you have the concept of going back to resting position very slowly. So one way we can impose a very slow retraction is by, so we'll put our hands here again. We inhale through the straw and then release on. And so we're going to do that again. When you start to get to the place where you feel like, oh, I'm about to run out of breath, or I'm getting close to the end of my breath, whenever you feel that, I want you to tell your body to relax, because you still have plenty that you can use. Generally speaking, you have more than you realize. But as soon as we tense up, we can't actually access what we've got. So when you feel, oh, I'm getting to the end, just remind yourself, stay relaxed. Keep the belly, don't allow your belly to pull in and tighten. You want to keep it just like this. I like to say it's kind of like a loosey tummy, right? So I inhale. Well, let's do from the side. Inhale and then see, it didn't come in. I'm not doing that. That's pushing. I don't want to push. So I'm showing you my unflat belly. Hope that's okay. All right, so let's try that. We're going to breathe. We're going to put our palms of our hands here at the bottom of the rib cage. And you're just, putting a little bit of pressure here so that you can really feel that rib cage expand. And we're going to inhale until you've gotten about 75-80% of your breath capacity through the straw. Then release on. Remember, as you're doing this, when you feel like you have no more breath, trust the body and say, Just going to let it be. I'm not going to hold. I'm not going to pull in for it. Yes. Okay, I have to read Rachel's comment out loud because this is so on point. We were so often inculcated to not have bulging bellies. Singing lets us celebrate those expanding midsections. Yes, yes, and yes. Like, this is the place to just let it hang. Like, whatever it is, just let it be. That's great. Okay, so now let's take that and do some singing with that. So how can we sing using that exercise? So let's do a... so we're going to use the... So you're going to inhale through the straw. I should sing that an octave lower, right? So you start with s, right? And so that gives you that activation. The breath is moving forward. Then I want you to tell yourself the only thing you're doing is just opening up to a vowel. I don't want you to change how the breath is flowing. I don't want you to start like saying, now I'm going to sing. Just say, I'm going to let the breath flow. Just like it was when you did this, you're going to let the breath flow. All right. All right. So we're inhaling. If you want to keep your hands here to monitor your rib cage, that's great. Here we go. Ready? Inhale. I'm going to play up here so you can really hear it. Next one, inhale. Don't grab, don't pull, don't hold. Just use what you've taken. So can I demonstrate for you what that looks like on my body? All right, so I inhale, I go. Look how much bigger it got, right? So when I inhale, so notice I'm just kind of staying there, right? The belly that got bigger just stays bigger until I really, really, really get down to the end. Yeah. So any questions on that? So let's expand. We just did up to a fifth. Let's expand and go up to an eighth. So an octave. So now we'll go. Here we go. So inhaling through the straw, thinking about your expansion. We're going to cycle through a little faster now, like this. Staying open. Any questions? Any questions? Any comments? Anybody want to demonstrate? Want to sing? Yes, okay, yes, okay, Amber. Very good. And I heard you go right into your head voice. You just jumped right in there very easily. Great. Can you do a couple more for us? Yeah. That's so wonderful. Amber, I've not heard you make that kind of sound.
Oh, I'm an opera singer in hiding.
I love it. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Okay, great. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes. All right, Ashley.
Oh gosh.
Good. Let's see. Good. I'm gonna bring you down a little more. That's great. Now let's sing You do it? And now, do you have a deep chest voice? I want to know.
I don't know.
Well, let's take a little peek and find out. All right, so I'm going to have you do this. Let's see. Can you go?
Can you do that again?
Let me simplify it. We'll just stay on ah. Oh, good. That sounds like that's so easy for you. Let's go a little over. This is like a voice teacher's yumminess. I'm like, ooh, there's more stuff in there. I want to hear you go. Yeah, I think we are just not even getting into your chest voice yet.
Okay.
That's so amazing. Do you know what your lowest and highest notes that you sing are?
No.
Okay, so keep coming because we need to find that out.
Okay.
Okay, that was great. Thank you so much. All right, so anybody else you want to sing anything? Yes, Rachel, I'm unmuting you.
I'm going to do E and then aw. I'm trying to get down to the chest voice.
Okay, yeah. So can I give you exactly what to sing?
Yeah, I'd like to do it on simple.
Simple. E-A-R.
E-A-R.
Good. Let's go lower.
E-A-R.
Nice. I'm loving this chest voice. I'm loving the bottom, and we're not even there yet. Good. Let's do one more. Very good. Can you do on that note? How comfortable is that? Very good. So I like how it seems that you have a lot of opening here, and I don't feel that you are pressing the back of the tongue down. So that's one of the things I'm looking for. So as we go down into our chest voice, you want to make sure that we're not superimposing a big, dark sound down there, right? So we want it to be all natural. What is our natural? That's very good, Rachel. Let's try one more, Rachel. Oh, yeah. No, no más. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. This is great stuff. I love it when I get to just help people discover, you know, parts of their voice, new things that they are able to do. So anyone else? Anyone else? So there is a song that I posted in the chat at the very beginning of the chat. And, you know, just with all this stuff going on right now, I just wanted to remind us how beautiful each of us is in the way that we were made, like whatever shape, size, color, orientation, or whatever, you are beautiful. And I don't know if you remember this song. I think that's, let's see, does it have it here? Who wrote it? Oh yeah. Okay, so Billy Preston and Bruce Fisher. So you are so beautiful to me. You heard that? If you've heard that, give me, yeah? Some of you? Okay, so I'll sing a phrase, you sing it back to me. Oh, you don't have it on chat? Do you have chat on your computer? You do. Okay, I'll copy it, and actually I think I've already copied it. So I'm gonna paste it again so that it's fresh right here. There we go. Can you see it now, Rachel? Awesome. Okay, so you are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? All right, so let's go back and sing those two. So you notice that you are so beautiful to me is the same each time. Then after the second one goes, steps up, can't you see? All right, so let's do that together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. You are so beautiful, 3, to me. You are so beautiful to me. Walk up, can't you see? Next phrase, you're everything I hoped for. You're everything I need. You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. All right, so let's try those two together. 1, 2, 3, and you're everything I hoped for. You're everything I need. And then it goes again. You are so beautiful to me. All right, let's see if we can go through the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, and boom. You are so beautiful to me. Boom, 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 boom. You are so beautiful to me. Step up. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. And you are so beautiful to me. All right, how are we feeling? Just learning that real quickly. No, so you know what? Go do a YouTube search for this song. I grew up listening to Stevie Wonder sing it. So you can go check it out and learn it and just like sing it to yourself. Get in the mirror and sing it to yourself. And if you don't mind, can we all sing it to each other right now? All right. And so feel free to ad lib and flow as much as you like. All right. So 1, 2, ready, and you are so beautiful to me. Amber and Rachel and Ashley, you are so beautiful to me. Galaxy Tab A, Elizabeth, can't you see? You're everything I hope for, Nikki. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful, Delton and Margot, Angelica, to me. Yay. Give yourselves and your beautiful selves a hand. Oh my goodness, wow. Hello, Tishelle, so great to see you. I'm sorry that we are just finishing up, but it is so good to see you, my friend and neighbor from Hercules. All right. So Angelica, oh my goodness, it's you. It's great. Okay, can I just tell everybody, when Angelica was what, like 10? Maybe yeah. She was a voice student of mine at the Young Musicians Program at UC Berkeley, and she's now this beautiful young woman. Oh, it's so great to see you. Yeah. Brian, hello. Thank you for popping on. Another student of mine just from this past semester. Rachel, you were also in my class, right? We're colleagues. It's so good to see you all, and I'm getting to make new friends. So we actually were finished. But okay, so if you weren't here, we were working on You Are So Beautiful. You know, I grew up listening to Stevie Wonder sing it, so you can go check it out and sing it to yourself because you are truly so beautiful. All right, so everybody, please come back again next week. If you come right at 12, we'll do a few announcements and then just get rolling. We didn't burn as many calories today because we really focused on breath for a long time with our body, but we will kick it up and fire up some calories next week. Thanks so much for coming, and I appreciate you all. Keep being your beautiful, unique selves, and get some breath going through your body and share your breath with some other people because not everybody has it. Sending you love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.